Dr. Austin was Dr. Austin, Dr. Austin. So always confused there. Thank you for coming on this morning. Thank you. While we're doing this supplementary lectures, I mean, let's even start from your experience. Yeah. You were also in the ring.
Yes.
What did you face? How did you see it?
Well, I have never seen an election that people are so desperate to win from presidential at all levels. There's so much struggle for power.
These people want to serve the people that much?
Serve the people what? Struggle for power. There's so much interest. So much interest, so much investment. You know, even from the primaries, you know, and I think that was what affected PDP mostly, because from primary, you know, people that had money and all that, you know, that's another challenge with democracy. Most times you don't get the right people. You know, during the democracy doesn't throw up the right people, you know, and you know, you find that money, you know, is always the name of the game.
When you say democracy doesn't throw up the right people, one wonders, isn't it? I mean, that's why they also argue people deserve what they get, because if two people come forward and they vote one against the other, isn't that the right person for
them? No, you see, because one is that the right candidate may not have the financial, especially in Africa, may not have the right, the financial muscle, but it's all about money. You see, because the thing is that, I have always said this, being a democracy, poverty and illiteracy, they don't mix. Because now democracy, the way we pretend to practice it, is so sophisticated for, do you know that, now observation, that the people that actually queue to vote are two categories of people, the elderly, who are in the evening of their lives, nothing to lose. All they want is, you know, give them whatever they want, and then the young people who have no direction.
Who votes more? Is it the elderly or
the elderly, and then the young, the elderly more, the women and all that. They're in the evening of their lives, no ambition, nothing. They don't know anything about the future of the country.
Yeah, they are more aware.
They are more aware
than the young people.
Because why are they aware? Because there's somebody with sacks of money waiting. Once you vote, you come back, you collect your own. Oh. One of my cousins told the elderly, I said, why don't you go when you are voting? They looked at each other and said they have not been paid.
Oh dear.
You know, so they had to wait. I have never seen, in fact, they should apologize to Morris for the thought that he rigged the election. But what I saw, what I experienced, is a child's play, you know, and everywhere. So it's you know, the people need to be educated, and the elite who understand the kind of grammar we speak, they're in the minority. Most of them don't even vote. Just a minute. You know, a friend that is in the House of Rep, he said something to me. He said, look, you people do politics by the book. Unfortunately, the book is not written for us. And I saw that play out. You know, in this.
So there's a different book to play by?
Yes.
It's amazing. As an academic, you're getting to see a different book when you get into the fray of this politics in your state. I'm trying to look at what you picked on, talking about education, that the electorates are not well educated. That is why so many of these things, look so, you know, unclear to them. Isn't this part of the responsibility of political parties? For your own party, I recall when you came during the course of electioneering campaign, you had leaflets, you had booklets trying to tell the people what exactly they should look out for, even though they're not your party members. But it would seem as if most political parties didn't go down that line.
Yeah, they didn't. I was the only one that did that. And that was when this gentleman told me that he appreciated what I had done. You know, but he said, the book is not written for us. Because the thing is that the average, you know, poverty, there's so much poverty. And it's like a deliberate, there's always a government deliberate policy in quotes to keep the people down.
The amount of money is spent looking at campaigns again. The amount of money spent.
It's amazing. How can I afford to pay someone 40,000, 50,000?
Were you also asked for money?
Of course. I was asked for money. They say, look, in politics, you have to spend money. You know, so it's amazing. It's many, and again, you know, Muslim people away from the other thing. The state recorded one of the highest political killings. You know, people were intimidated, houses burnt, so you don't come out to vote. Even the PVCs that they talk about, the PVC and the card reader and all that, did not stop anybody from.
Exactly, that's where I want to.
It's a waste of funds. It's a waste of funds.
I want to go to that, you know, the election day proper, because there's the campaigning part of it, which involves all sorts of things. Sometimes it degenerates into violence, as we've seen in some states. But on election day proper, what was it like for you? Did you see, you know, INEC officials come on time? Did the card readers work? Or was it that people were still, you know, trying to carry the ballot boxes away even after the elections had been done? What was your experience like?
I had my people all over, most of the...
you had agents?
Agents, yes.
Yes.
All over the place. And I was on the phone calling them. In my own polling unit, you know, they don't really tamper with that polling unit, because one is that myself, Dr. Demoyano, we use the same polling unit. And so people anybody that wants to rig and all that is always careful. That very polling unit, you know, because they say it's a no-go area, leave that one for them, then they can do whatever they want in other places.
So the candidate worked there?
The candidate worked there. And then, but again, we knew that people,
and things look like it went normally there.
Yes, but again, you find that not everybody will come and vote. Because most of them, my stepmother didn't get a PVC. Most people didn't get their PVCs. Okay? My sister that registered there couldn't find her PVC.